Indiana schools have had to make a lot of adjustments throughout this pandemic. Many of us know that. In some cases, that includes disregarding the results of standardized tests. Now, an Indiana lawmaker is considering a plan to scale back those tests. Fox 59 State House reporter Kristen Eskow joins us now live in the newsroom. So what are parents and teachers saying about this plan? Because standardized testing is always a topic of conversation.
Hey, Burchell, this hasn't been written into a bill just yet, but the idea is being floated as the state works to address declining test scores and learning loss during the pandemic. Now, the chairman of the House Education Committee believes scaling back standardized testing could help improve student performance by increasing the amount of time students spend learning. Indiana educators acknowledge standardized testing, including preparation and practice exams, takes up quite a bit of time.
It is multiple days and can lead up to as much as a couple of weeks of lost instructional time.
That's why State Representative Bob Boehning, who chairs the House Education Committee, is considering introducing legislation this session that could eventually scale back the timing of when standardized tests are taken to grades 3, 5, 8, and 11.
So we're looking at a number of options to try to provide ultimate time for kids to spend on learning and mastery.
Boehning says all other grade levels would be tested by the state in samples, meaning random schools and classes would be selected each year for the exams. He says this is not an effort to move away from standardized tests and insists the state would still be able to adequately measure student performance.
Those test scores that a number of people have been talking about for some time do actually have a reflection in terms of how successful these kids are going to be in post-secondary and in life.
There are still details that need to be worked out before the idea is introduced as legislation. Educators say this type of change could be beneficial.
It's pretty extensive, the amount of testing that these kids are exposed to. And yes, we do need that time in the classrooms to provide the instruction.
Many students, their efforts, their work is not reflected in that test score.
The Indiana PTA also supports the idea, saying there are other ways to measure student performance.
I think looking at student portfolios at any grade level is probably a better idea than just flat out assessments.
Now, if this gets written into a bill and passed by the legislature, it would need to be approved by the U.S. Department of Education to move forward. And the testing would start off as a pilot program involving some schools before it would become a statewide permanent change. Now, an Indiana Department of Education spokesperson declined to weigh in on this idea, but says the department will implement any new laws passed. Live in the newsroom, Kristen Eskow, Fox 59 News.